PSG and Juventus take home their titles. Karim Benzema breaks the Real Madrid record. Manchester United crumble for the second time this season. There's a roundup of all the day's transfer rumours, and of course, we look back on your Friday feels. There are more coming up in the next few minutes as I am your host, Matt Froelich. You are the One Footballers, and this is the Daily News. But very quickly, before we get into today's Daily News, a quick reminder that our OneFootball app has launched something amazing. Together with 11 sports, you can now watch selected La Liga games if you're a UK or Irish user from just £2.99. No subscription is required, and all you have to do is go onto the relevant matchday page, click buy now, and it will charge you through your iTunes store or through the Play Store. So with that said and done, let's get straight back into the Daily News. First off, fancy two of Europe's top 5 leagues which were rounded up this weekend as Juventus and PSG have both taken home their respective titles. After Juventus made it 8 in a row, Cristiano Ronaldo said that he would 1000% be staying at the club despite them having a poor year in the Champions League. This title now means that Cristiano Ronaldo is the first ever player to win the title in Serie A, in La Liga and in the Premier League. He's proven that he can do it in many different leagues. However, much like what Zlatan Ibrahimovic said, he is just choosing the best teams to play for. Despite this, though, Ronaldo will obviously go down as one of the greatest to ever play the game, and it looks like he could be staying at Juve just a little bit longer, despite the rumours earlier in the week that he would be leaving next summer. But elsewhere, and to PSG, who also wrapped up their title this weekend before they even kicked a ball. Because Lille failed to win earlier in the day, it meant that PSG, before their home game against Monaco, had already secured the title. But that didn't stop Kylian Mbappe bagging 3 goals as they beat Monaco 3-1. He now has become the youngest ever player in Liga history to score 30 goals in a season. Alongside this, Neymar made his much awaited return to the pitch after 4 months out with a metatarsal injury. But the most impressive stat from this game is that Dani Alves is now the most successful player in footballing history. He managed to pick up his 42nd winners medal at the weekend, and he could make it 43 if France managed to beat Stade Rennais in the French Cup final next Saturday. And talking of hat-tricks, there was another one at the weekend in La Liga, and it came courtesy of Karim Benzema scoring 3 goals for Real Madrid against Athletic Bilbao. Now, this brought along with it an incredible record that Karim Benzema broke, and it's one that Cristiano Ronaldo couldn't even break during his ridiculous record years at Real Madrid. It is the first time in Real Madrid's 117-year history that a player has managed to score all of the team's 8 goals in a row. Benzema has scored every single goal for the team since Dani Ceballos managed to find the back of the net 9 goals ago. This means that Karim Benzema now has 30 goals in 50 games this competition, and it looks like he's flourishing without Cristiano Ronaldo to take all of the limelight. Still, despite this though, it looks like Zidane may be moving for a new striker in the summer, as Karim Benzema is currently 31 years old and isn't getting any younger. Next up, and to Manchester United, where so many questions are being asked of the club, as they've pretty much crumbled for the second time this season. As if it wasn't bad enough that they had a breakdown under Jose Mourinho earlier in the season, now the same thing is happening again with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer at the wheel. They have now lost 6 of their last 8 games and had to endure a 4-0 battering to Everton yesterday. It now means that Manchester United have conceded more goals than in any other Premier League season that they have played. My question is, why on earth do they feel the need to give Ole Gunnar Solskjaer a new deal in the middle of March? He's not going to sign anybody. They're not really going anywhere for the rest of the season. So you might as well just wait to the summer and see what happens. What they've done now is put themselves in a ridiculous position. Not only have they shelled out for a very expensive contract for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, it's also going to make them look a bit foolish if they sack not only their manager after a few months, but also a club legend. My other point is though, doesn't it make every other team fighting for the top 4 look a bit ridiculous? Manchester United have some pretty poor players. They've conceded more times than they have in any other Premier League season. They've had 2 meltdowns this year, and they're still just within a few points of the fight for the top 4. Surely every other team should be miles away from them for now, but they're not, meaning that Manchester United are just clinging on. To be honest, it's probably more a case that the top 6 are far better than the rest of the Premier League, and there is a long way between them and 7th place. So now we move on to a roundup of the day's transfer rumours, where there's a pretty shocking deal, as apparently Napoli want Kieran Trippier. I can't really see that happening, but I think Spurs fans will probably be happy to see him go. Elsewhere, and AC Milan want to make Timu Bakayoko's loan move from Chelsea permanent, but they'll have to pay around £30 million. Liverpool and Arsenal are both going to do battle in the summer over Borussia Mönchengladbach's Torgan Hazard, the younger brother of Eden Hazard. And finally, Wilfried Zaha is happy at the club, according to Crystal Palace manager Roy Hodgson, despite the fact that the player himself has said that he does harbour ambitions to play in the Champions League. So lastly but not least, we come to Friday feels. This is where I look back on all of your predictions from Friday's daily news surrounding the weekend's football. First off, a big shout out to Andrew Bracey, who managed to guess that Liverpool would beat Cardiff 2-0, which they did to return to the top of the Premier League. Second up, and it's Lucas Miller, who guessed that PSG would beat Monaco by 3-1, which they did with that Kylian Mbappe hat-trick. And lastly but not least, Leon Poz guessed that Manchester City would beat Tottenham 1-0, which they did on Saturday lunchtime. So there you have it, that's all from me for today. Make sure you let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below about all of the day's daily news. Is it becoming too easy for PSG and Juventus to win the title? Who will finish in the top 4 in England? And will any of these transfer rumours actually come true? I feel like they never do. Of course, once you're down there, you can also smash the like button and click here or here to check out all of the other videos that we've got going on OneFootball. But until next time, I will see you guys later.